that there's another 144,000 who are not the first fruit, but the latter fruits from the latter rain. We're being sealed right now. Revelation chapter 7, if you'll turn to it. Revelation chapter 7 should have been separated into two chapters because it's talking about two entirely different things. And after these things, what are the things? It says, and after these things, pay attention to me now. The 6th chapter is about the opening of the 6 seals, which were sealed there. There's another one to come, the 7th seal. But after the sealing of the 6th seal, which were the white horse, the red horse, the bay horse, the black horse and bay horse. The white horse, rather than go back and read it all, I'll give it to you. You can check it out. The white horse, one come riding that looked like the real thing. But he didn't have a sword, he had a bow. He looked like the real thing. That's why you see all these churches around that have been brought through this white horse. Way back there, even some of the apostles said these things are already working. It's the false churches. The red horse was wars and rumors of wars. And we've seen that. Some of you, not as much as some of the others. We had World War I, World War II, where there millions and millions and millions of people died. Then they had the black horse, which was, he come by with a scale. And he said, a pound of I forgot.
Is it verse 6? A measure of wheat for a penny.
Measure of wheat for a penny.
Wheat for a barley
measure
for a penny.
Barley for 2 pennies. See thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So after and during World War II, there was starvation all over the world. But the oil and the wine, the oil being the spiritual descendants of Abraham, the wine is blood, oil is spirit, wine is the blood descendants of Abraham. See that they're not hurt during this time. That's why the United States sat right here, and all of these things went on in the rest of the world. And you weren't hurt here. And then Number 4 horse, the 4th seal, the pale horse. And his name that sat upon him was Death. The grave followed him, and power was given him over a fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, with hunger, with death, and with the beast of the earth. And that's not wild beast. Some people read that and say wild beast, but that's not what it says. It's the beast of the earth. Then after that comes the 5th seal. And I saw under the altars the souls of them that were slain for the word of Elohim and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O sovereign, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood, and dwell upon the earth in white robes? Which happened a long time ago and was going to happen again. All these things. After that is the 6th seal, and Yeshua comes. Then after these things I saw 4. Now understand this now. Try to understand this. When he says, after these things I saw this other vision, it does not mean that it happened immediately after what we're reading here in chapter 6. And after these things I saw another vision. And 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds. That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree. That's destruction. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living Elohim. We know what the seal is, right? Sealed with the name in the forehead. I can read it to you right out of there. It says it. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, 4 spirits, 4 living creatures, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of the Elohim, of our Elohim in their foreheads. And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all of the tribes of the children of Israel. Not one single Gentile in that group. And to be specific, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad, 12,000. The tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. The tribe of Naphtali was sealed 12,000. Of Manasseh, sealed 12,000. Of Simeon, 12,000. Of Levi, 12,000. Issachar, 12,000. Tribe of Zebulun, 12,000. Joseph, 12,000. Benjamin, 12,000. That's being done right now. And when that number is reached, there's going to be destruction. What he said. Hurt not the earth. Don't let these things happen till we have sealed it. And once they're sealed, destruction is coming. All right? Chapter 14. Revelation chapter 14. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having the name of his Father written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping in their harp. And they sang a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song except 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they were virgins. Please don't get confused like some do. The women it's talking about here is the false churches. These were not defiled with the false churches, for they were virgins. These are they which followed the Lamb whithersoever they went. These were redeemed from among men, being the, say it? Come on.
First fruits.
First fruits. They were the first fruits. It's not the same bunch being sealed immediately before destruction, is it? These being the first fruits unto Elohim and to the Lamb, and their mouth was found no guile,
God.
for they are without fault. Okay. We know that happened back during the time of Yeshua. Okay? Scripture says that after his resurrection, the graves opened up and people came up out of the graves. Saints came up out of the graves, and some of them were even seen in the city. And Yeshua, fulfilling his place in the feast, took them and presented that first fruits to the Father. And I saw another angel in the midst of heaven, having everlasting good news to preach to them that dwell upon the earth, every nation, kindred, tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Elohim, give honor to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. Worship him that made heaven, earth, sea, and fountains of water. In that last 2,000 years, somehow, some way, the gospel has been preached in the world. And that's what we're preaching right now. The next thing to happen. Verse 8. And there followed another angel saying,